You've done a great job with laying the groundwork for people like me to be elected, because, as you know in this room, a lot of people come up to me and they will say, Stephen, y'all got to get rid of President Obama. Let me tell you something, folks. We've got to get rid of President Obama. As Judge Horner said, it has been the most frustrating year and a half of my life. It seems like when we climb up one mountain and we're ready to come back down, we have to climb up another. And it just is, it never ends. A couple of weeks ago when the Supreme Court made the ruling on Obamacare, the Unaffordable Health Care Act, I was devastated. We just knew that they were going to knock down the individual mandate. And I was in my office and I had 8 or 9 interviews lined up back to back after the announcement. And when it came across the wire that what Roberts had done, and make no mistake, folks, he is a Supreme Court justice and the ruling is final, and that's going to stand until President Ramsey is elected. But I was so blown away that I canceled my interviews. And I just told my staff, I said, shut the door and get out and leave me alone for a minute. Now, I'm human. I make mistakes. My beautiful wife is here tonight with me, and she can tell you about a lot of mistakes I've made in our 20 years, almost 21 years of marriage. And I said, that's it. I said, I'm done. I said, we have fought for a year and a half, day after day after day. Folks, when we walk on the House floor, Nancy Pelosi is armed and ready. And it's a fight every day. And I said, I'm done. I said, I'm going back home to the farm. I'm going back home to Frog Jump. And I said, I have a few enemies there. I said, maybe they'll allow me to come back in. I said, but I'm going to have and enjoy my life. And for just a second, I drifted away in a place that, folks, we can't drift. And I looked on the wall, and there was a picture of my 3 children, 16, 13, and 9. And I said, I can't quit. We can't quit. You look at President Reagan tonight, I thought that was so fitting, Jim. We need to stop redefining America, folks. We need to stop being ashamed of where we came from and who we are. And if we're going to know who we are in the future, then our history is super important. Elections matter. This is the most important election of our lifetime. And with your help, only with your help, we win in November. Folks, we got to stick together. It's a 2-party system. The Democrats on the left, the Republicans on the right. Sometimes I'm not happy about that. Sometimes I'm frustrated with that. But that's the system that we have. We've got to stick together, fight together, and we will be victorious. And the last thing I want to say, David, where are you? David Hart. Bring that stick up here while I'm saying this last word. God was the center of this country when it was founded. It stopped. We need to stop trying to say He wasn't. This is a Christian nation. Our forefathers, they did flee religious persecution. And in Washington, I see license plates all the time that say, taxation without representation. The American people won't stand for what's happening. That's why in November, we're going to change it. This is a stick that I got this morning up in Weakley County. And the gentleman who gave it to me said it was a Nancy Pelosi stick. And I said, it's not big enough. The rumor is that she is going to retire if we keep the House this year, so I'm going to give this to her in November. God bless you.